Charlie E. Ridley,
I, Charlie E. Ridley,
do solemnly swear or affirm
solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
that I will faithfully discharge
faithfully discharge
the duties of office of county legislator
the duties of county legislator
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Charlie, congratulations.
Judge McKeon and Elaine Daly, District 11, would you please come up? Good.
That's great. Good-looking family.
Right hand, please. I, Elaine Dale,
I, Elaine Daly,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of county legislator
of the office of county legislator
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Sworn.
Judge Leon, will you come up? Swearing in of re-elected legislators Ben Vitale, District 3, and Ryan Foley, District 15. You guys want to go separate?
Yeah, let's go separately.
Okay.
Come on. You're better looking than mine.
Hold it. Hang on tight. It's a rough crowd.
Then you raise your right hand, please. I, Benjamin P. Vitale, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of office of county legislator according to the best of my ability. Congratulations. Thank you. You got a sign. Ryan? Raise your right hand, please. I, Ryan Ford, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, that I will faithfully discharge the duties of office of county legislator, the duties of office according to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
Judge Vandrick, will you come up? And Tucker Whitman, District 1.
I, Tucker Whitman, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and will support the Constitution of the United States, and the Constitution of the State of New York, and the Constitution of
Timothy Lattimore, would you come up?
Sister Jean, come up. I don't want to break this.
I want to put a G on Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Timothy Lattimore,
I, Timothy Lattimore,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Cuba County Legislator
of the office of Cuba County Legislator
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Judge McCune, would you please step forward? Keith Batman, District 7, would you come up?
I, Keith Batman,
I, Keith Batman, do solemnly swear
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United
the
States
Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of county legislator
of the office of county legislator
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Debbie Pinckney, would you come up? And Paul Pinckney, District 5?
Here we go.
I, Paul W. Pinckney,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of county legislator
of the office of county legislator
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability. So help me God.
It's almost like getting married.
Again,
Again.
That's right. Amanda, will you please follow roll call?
Yep. Tucker Whitman.
Here.
Andrew Jennison.
Present.
Benjamin Vitale.
Present.
Christopher Petras. Paul Pinkney.
Present.
Aileen McNabb Coleman. Present. Keith Batman.
Present.
Joseph DeForest.
Present.
Charlie Ripley.
Present.
Joseph Bennett.
Present.
Elaine Daly.
Present.
Patrick Mahunik.
Here.
Timothy Lattimore.
Present.
Michael Didio.
Here.
Ryan Foley.
Present.
I'd like to call for nominations for chairperson for the Cuba County Legislature. Mr. Bennett?
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I'd like to nominate Patrick Mahunik.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second that.
Are there any other nominations for chairperson? Elaine? Aileen?
Okay. It's going to get difficult. Yeah. Thank you, Madam Clerk. I've worked with Mr. Vitale for 2 years, and I believe he possesses the commitment, leadership skills, and long-term, solution-based philosophy necessary to unite and lead this legislature. So tonight, I nominate Ben Vitale for chair.
Okay. Is there a second? Joe? Are there any other nominations? Okay. We will vote on Pat Mahonik first. Roll call vote.
Tucker Whitman.
Yes.
Andrew Jennison.
Yes.
Ben Vitale.
No.
Christopher Petras.
Yes.
Paul Pinkney.
Yes.
Aileen McNabb Coleman.
No.
Keith Batman.
No.
Joseph DeForest.
No.
Charles Ripley.
No.
Joseph Bennett.
Yes.
Elaine Daly.
No.
Patrick Mahunik.
Yes.
Timothy Lattimore,
Yes.
Michael Didio,
Yes.
Ryan Foley,
Yes.
didn't show up.
Vote didn't show up.
No.
Yep. Technical difficulties, we're getting a calculator.
I'm going to show you how to do an auto sum from there.
Sure. Thank you.
I've been in court for it before, so. Okay. So it's passed. Yeah, just to add to the drama.
It's that long drawn out wait.
Raise your right hand, please. I, Patrick Mahoney,
I, Patrick Mahoney,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of county legislative chairman
of the office of county legislative chairman
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
All right, Sheila, you're going to help me out now.
You're gonna ask for nominations.
Yep.
for vice chair.
I got you.
Thank you.
All right, at this time, we will open the floor for nominations for vice chair. Mr. Dennison,
I nominate Mr. Lattimore.
second for Mr. Lattimore.
Second.
Mr. Bennett,
Second.
any other nominations? Mr. DeForest,
Nominate Elaine McNabb Coleman.
nomination for Aileen McNabb Coleman, any second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Vitale. Any other nominations? All right, we will vote on Mr. Lattimore first.
I'm gonna go to a different sheet, since that one did not work.
It's gonna be in a different order.
It is.
Okay.
This one's the right one.
Okay. All set?
Yep.
So what order is gonna be different?
It just says keep, if you click you put where he is, then I can plug that number in.
Okay, you want me to just do it this
Yeah.
way then? Okay. Tucker Whitman,
Yes.
Andy Dennison,
Yes.
Ben Vitale,
No.
Chris Petras,
Yes.
Paul Pickney,
Yes.
Aileen McNabb Coleman,
No.
Keith Batman.
No.
Hold on one second.
Yep. What's that? Joe DeForest,
No.
Charlie Ripley,
Yes.
Joseph Bennett,
Yes.
Elaine Daly,
No.
Patrick Mahonik,
Yes.
Timothy Lattimore,
Yes.
Michael Didio,
Yes.
Ryan Foley.
No.
Passed.
Passed.
Do I have to get sworn in again, Sue? Your Honor. Should have seen all those on there. Yeah, Gene, you want to come up again? My daughter was going to be here, but she got caught in a snowstorm. She looks like it.
Yep.
Please repeat after me. I, Timothy Lattimore,
I, Timothy Lattimore,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
I
of the United States
support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Vice Chairperson
of the office of Vice Chairperson
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Thank you.
You gotta sign again. Hey.
Mr. Chairman, good to see you, Mr. Chairman.
All right, at this time, I would request a motion to adopt the Cuyahoga County Legislator Rules of Order.
Move it. Second.
Second, Mr. Pinckney. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That is carried. Now we will open the floor for nominations for Majority Leader.
I'd like to nominate Elaine Daly.
Is there a second? Mr. Vitale. Any other nominations for Majority Leader? Do we have to do a roll call, or can we just?
Nope.
All right. If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Nominations for Minority Leader. Mr. Pinckney.
I'd like to nominate Michael Didio.
Second, Mr. Lattimore. Any other nominations? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
So that is carried.
So they gotta come up with.
Oh, you guys have to come up and be sworn in. I should have done that right after the first one. I'm a rookie, too, sorry.
Raise your right hand. I, and then state your name,
I, Elaine Daly,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
support the Constitution of the United States,
support the Constitution of the State of New York, and will faithfully discharge the duties of Majority Leader and Minority Leader
Majority Leader,
to the best of your ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Miss Majority Leader.
Next on the agenda, we have Ledge 1, reappointing the clerk of the Cayuga County Legislative Board and setting salary. Requires a majority vote.
Move it.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. We'll do a roll call vote.
Tucker Whitman,
Yes.
Andy Dennison,
Yes.
Ben Vitale,
Yes.
Chris Petrus,
Yes.
Paul Pickney,
Yes.
Aileen McNabb Coleman,
Yes.
Keith Batman.
Yes.
Is that what happened? Okay, Joe DeForest,
Yes.
Charlie Ripley,
Yes.
Joseph Bennett,
Yes.
Elaine Daly,
Yes.
Patrick Mahonik,
Yes.
Timothy Lattimore,
Yes.
Michael Didio,
Yes.
Ryan Foley.
Yes.
Yes.
I, and state your name,
I, Sheila Smith,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support the Constitution of the United
to
States
support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and faithfully discharge the duties of clerk of the Cayuga County Legislature
faithfully discharge the duties of the clerk of the Cayuga County Legislature
to the best of your ability.
to the best of my ability. Thank you.
We'll move on to Ledge 2, reappointing the county attorney for a 2-year term. Requires a majority vote. Second, Mr. Bennett. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Raise your right hand. I, do solemnly swear to support the Constitution of the United States
To support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and we will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of county attorney
as county attorney
to the best of your ability.
to the best of my ability.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Road.
Next up, we have the swearing in of the Cayuga County Treasurer by Honorable Mark Fandrick. Mr. Orman?
I was invited up, Cat.
And the Honorable Thomas Leone.
Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, James Orman.
I, James Owen,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I'll faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Cayuga County Treasurer
of the office of Cayuga County Treasurer
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm over here.
There you go. So at this time on the agenda, we have a 10-minute break for refreshments and photo opportunities. I would like to, there's no business coming after that, so if there's no objection, I would like to read a short statement and then make a motion to adjourn. And then we can do our photo ops and refreshments. Everybody's good with that?
Mr. Chair, I had a brief report.
Wasn't on my agenda.
Oh, sorry, it was a, I just wanted to give my first report orally, and after this, at the regular. Check. I just wanted to give my first report orally, and after this, at the regular meetings, I'll start submitting monthly written reports. But I want to congratulate the new legislators and the new officers and leaders of both parties, and say thank you all for the time that you've given me. I enjoyed meeting with each one of you the last several weeks, and I'm in the process of writing that up into an action plan to move forward, which I'll submit to you guys for your review. The governor issued his State of the State address. We're in the process of reviewing that and what the impacts are for county governments, and I'll have a report for you on that briefly. And lastly, I think I've mentioned to many of you individually that I had a previously scheduled trip next week. I'll be out of the country for a few days, and in my absence, under the powers of Local Law 7, 2017, I have the ability to delegate my authorities to a department head for a temporary period of time. So during the absence that I'll be out of the country, I intend to designate Steve Lynch as the point of contact, acting administrator in my capacity, in my absence. So.
And those of you that know me I like to be brief and efficient, so I will be brief and efficient. Congratulations and welcome to our newly elected legislators and your families. This evening is a celebration of the hard work over the course of your campaigns and the different insight and skill sets you bring to this body. I hope you find your time on the legislature as rewarding and educated as I have. 2017 was a year filled with many successes and challenges. I see no reason to spend time discussing those tonight, because tonight is about the future. I look forward to 2018, where the blurred lines of leadership for our department heads are made clear. You all report to the county administrator, not the chair of your committee or the chair of the legislature. I hope this empowers you to bring new and creative ideas about how to efficiently run your departments and provide the best services for our residents to Mr. Woods for discussion. A year where our newly hired and very capable county administrator is set free to do what we hired him to do, without feeling he has to report day to day to the decisions to any legislator. A year where we as a body can focus on our true responsibility of making changes to existing laws or passing new legislation based on our constituents' needs. A year where we can focus on the big picture of county government and leave the day-to-day operations to our administrator and his department heads. And most importantly, a year where we as a body can put aside our differences and come together to do what our constituents elected us to do, regardless of the letter that follows your name, and make decisions in the best interest of our constituents. Finally, to my family, thank you for your continued support and the sacrifices you have made and will continue to make to afford me this opportunity. To the county administrator and department heads, thank you for all that you do on a daily basis for the residents of this great county. And to my legislative colleagues, thank you for putting your trust in me to lead this body and ensure that we are all rowing in the same direction. I look forward to a great 2018 and I'm excited to think of all that we can accomplish by working together. Yeah. So thank you, and I would entertain a motion to adjourn. Mr. Dennison, motion to adjourn. Do we have a second? Mr. Bennett? All in favor? Opposed? All right, we're out.
Mr. Chairman, I've sat next to you for 4 years and wanted to sit here. So if you could clean out your desk as soon as possible.
I tell you.
I know.